and gentlemen, and what can I say? This is absolutely wonderful to be back and to present this show, the Cafe Clairvoyance show. This is just fantastic, and to say to you, happy New Year. But probably loads of people said that already. But yes, here we are. We are back, guys. So, what further ado can I say than to do a little bit of this. Well, yes, it's been quite a while since being back, guys, and it's lovely to see so many of you coming on, and thanks for your comments already. Lovely to see you. We've got Eleni who says hello. Hello, Eleni, and she's got 4 hands. What an unusual creature. And yes, fantastic. We've got Nabila who says, welcome back. It's a bit like Arnie, isn't it? Like, I'll be back. This is Nabila saying, I'll be back. And we also got Linda Child saying, hi, everyone, with a purple heart. Beautiful. Lisa Morgan says, evening, welcome back, and Happy New Year. And Happy New Year to you guys, too. This is a bit big, this, isn't it? I think I have to try and shrink this down a little bit. How's about that? Is that okay if I stick that there? And Ashley says, Kathy Hardy, they are back. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Thank you very much. And Lydia, my goodness, there's so many of you here. This is absolutely wonderful. It's absolutely fantastic to see you. And yes, Susanna's here, Mel is here, and everyone else. So thank you very, very much. And what can we say here to say? But well, let's crack this show on the road. I hope you like our new room. Yes, new room here. We've been polishing it and making sure the mirrors are nice. Make it all look nice for you guys. So how's that? Great. Emily says hello, just as everyone else does. So how can we start with the show here? So this is what we're gonna do, guys. We are going to present to you a wonderful show and give you loads of information, loads of things going on, and what we've been up to in the background. Okay, and as we actually talk about this here. There's may even be, you know, like we get the odd little sound effect here and there. Don't know if we should do any of those. Should we do those really? Maybe there's something else we could add to this. But basically, first of all, guys, I just want to say, and from the top of my bottom, there you go, a big heart. just a cheer up, no it. Yes, that's good, brilliant. Okay, so as we go through the show here, we're going to talk to you about astrology. Yes, we're going to talk to you about what's going on up there. We'll be looking at your individual star signs. We'll also here be chatting about some influences coming up, some special guests we've got coming up through the year, and also, guys, your individual one-to-one readings. How's that? Your little mini readings. Yes, so I think we should be having a really, really good fun time, and I can't wait, guys. It just sounds like so much fun. Excuse me, just look. Hello. Can I just that was the producer. I gather we have to do this. Hello guys, right, okay, I gather some of you guys are saying here that it's jumping in and out a little bit. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch over the transmission over to another site here. Hopefully it comes back in. Are you also, oh dear, I do apologise. If it does this, it's not so easy, but let's have a little look here and we'll get this sorted out. And as we start going through this, guys, let's have a little look at your horoscope forecast, and everything else is going to start coming up here. Right, okay. let's have a look here. Good. See if this works here. This might come in and drop us straight in this. Are we still there? Good, we're still there. How's that? Hopefully now this is going to look a little bit better. Crossed little fingers. Hopefully it's there. All right. Now, one of the things I would like to show you guys is this is some of the stuff that we've got coming up through this year. We've been working on a great deal, and hopefully you will find this to be just something up your street and something that interests you as much as it's been interesting and working with us. That is here. We've been working on a little old magazine. It should come up in a minute. It should come up. Oops. Oh, there it is. There it is. This is a Cafe Clairvoyance magazine. We're working on this, and if you go onto the website, it's actually there. Yes, it's actually there. And this is something here we hope you guys are going to see and able to use as we go through, every quarter as we go through this. We'll be updating the magazine, and hopefully you guys there will see it, and it'll be something which will be of, we'll be really looking forward to working with. Okay, just to do this, I'm going to quickly nip over to the side of the studio and just do this now. Right, back in just a second, and let's get this quickly on that go. And there you go. None of these things are sometimes planned when it comes to the internet, but we had to quickly change over to go and get that sorted out. Okay, great. So hopefully now this is just cool. So Cafe Clairvoyance, this is the new magazine that we've been working on. And when you go into, after the show there, you go into the Cafe Clairvoyance website and click on the pages there. Basically what you'll find out is all the articles we've been writing about your New Year's stars and loads of other things which are going on at the moment. Okay, and also just to explain to you guys, just to give you a little bit of an update, what really is going on out there now, so we can help you with this. And just a little bit of the astrology stuff we're actually coming up with now is, oh, thank you very much. Emily says, a brilliant mag. Bless your little heart. Thank you very much. And yes, hopefully it's, even Midia says, this is fantastic, so lovely. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what's going on out there, guys, and what this new year is all about, and hopefully help you out here. Well, first of all, we'd like to say that some of you may be finding out here that this is a particularly odd start to the year, and even to the end of last year. And partially that is because Venus went retrograde, it's in Capricorn, and it started to go backwards. And for a lot of us, we just felt out of sorts in some respect here. For a lot of us, it may have been a quiet Christmas or even New Year. Maybe if there's a party going on around you, fantastic, that's awesome. But on the other side of the plate here, what has Venus been doing? Well, Venus goes retrograde on a five-pointed star, really, five-pointed star. So when it goes retrograde, it always goes retrograde on one of the points of a five-pointed star around the zodiac. It's absolutely brilliant how it does this. And when it does it, it's not here to say love flies out the window. Well, if we've got a difficult relationship, whether Venus is going forwards or backwards, sometimes relationships fall apart. It's not always down to Venus retrograde. But one of the things it does bring out and shares with us here is that maybe there's some stuff we've been going back to the past. Now, let's give a couple of examples here. Maybe there's something here that's come up around you that maybe that there's something coming around you where for example, you're functioning or focusing very much on past events. Maybe people coming back into your life from the past. There may even be, whether it's partners or friendships or something like this, but a lot's been going on over the past, which has thrown us a little bit sort of like, oh, I didn't expect them to come back. Maybe there was a job opportunity because it's in Capricorn, it's the industrious sign of Capricorn. Maybe there was a job offer that was a job you used to do in the past, for example, or a past tie or communication, actually sort of things like this. But there's always a bit of magic to it. It's not all down and all going wrong. Definitely not. This is about the magic still here. So we're here to bring you loads of information about this and help you guys, and to bring you a little bit of a sunny evening. Now, as we go through the evening here, another thing that's come up here is Jupiter. And Jupiter just went into Pisces. And Pisces rules the feet, in case you didn't know. Just in case you didn't know. And it's also an area where Jupiter likes to expand on things. So maybe we're all going to grow bigger feet. Hopefully not. But no, but the spotlights. That's what Jupiter does sometimes. It puts spotlight on the feet. Now, this is interesting because this is a point here just to highlight you guys. Maybe you know people who are going through this a little bit. And I'm just going to pull up these people a little bit here. They just say hello. Hello, hello. Val says hello. Hi, everyone. Yes, so what happens here is Venus focuses very much on our feet. And what do the feet do? That's right. They move. They support us and we move. And what we're going to look at here is this year is about moving forwards. Forwards. Feet move forwards. If we stand still, we get foot ache. Then we get knee ache, and then we get hip ache. And the reason why I say hip ache is because Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius, though it's in Pisces, and it also rules the hips. So just be careful around the hip area that sometimes here, if we're not moving forwards, we end up with backache, or we find we're stuck, we've got feet problems, things like this. But if we're moving forwards and progressing in our lives, then we're doing something amazing, doing something wonderful. How's that? Sound good so far? Good so far here. Also, what I'd like to say here is as well is where love is concerned. This is the interesting time that we're going through at the moment. Because it's Venus effect here, Jupiter going into Pisces. Pisces is an exceptionally intuitive sign. And when we talk about the intuition, we also talk about imagination, we talk about our feelings, we talk about the unconscious, or what we're not conscious of. Now, over the past years, guys, we've been very used to, haven't we, thinking. Yeah, thinking. Yes, well, what's happening now is this energy is asking us to start feeling. Feeling. Do you like the sound of that, guys? Does that sound good? Does that sound interesting?
Wow.
I know. How about that? We start going, wow, we're starting to listen to ourselves. Yes. And what about that vibration today? If we start feeling. So sometimes where lives are concerned, we like to think. Some of you guys have got sense of humours. Puerly says, because I was talking about the hips, says hippie. Oh, sorry, wrong one. She says the hippie hip shake. Hippie ship. Anyway, that's that. Anyway, so, but what this is here, what is saying now here is now we're going to actually start using this intuition to follow this feeling, follow the love, be in the love of yourself. That's the important part about this year. The positivity is the magic, because when you are in tune with the love of yourself, then you're in a great place. You're in a magical place. If you're in the love of, you're loving other people, but you're not loving yourself, no, that's where we're getting confused, and that's where it goes very wrong. And this is where, well, what Jupiter is saying here, it's expanding in the unconscious, it's expanding through Pisces, which is a beautiful, tranquil sign. Be in the tranquility, be in the magic. Trust the process. How many times we heard that? Trust the process. But it very much is about tuning into this. The deception is if we're not grounded and we lose our balance. Feet on the ground. Keep feet on the ground. If you get feet on the ground, we're in a great place. Great place, guys. If we are focusing on this, then we're going forwards, and our lives get happier and happier. And that's really where we guys really need to go to and grow to and be part of. Okay. Now, anything else I've got to tell you? Oh yes, one more thing. Okay. There's a change out there as well. And not many people may have told you about this, but I'll tell you. Okay. Excited? Yes, I am. Okay, so because what's happening out there is we've got a thing at the moment called the moon's nodes. I'll say it again. The moon's nodes. You're going, okay, what's all this? Okay, well, the moon's nodes is a point in the sky where the sun and the moon's interjection meets, and it's always something that's going sort of backwards. It goes backwards in the sky. And what it points to is like where we're going to in some respects, or what's coming up, the energy, the times, the zeitgeist, if you call it like this. And as it's doing so, it's coming out of Gemini and it's going into the sensuous sign of Taurus. The sensuous sign. Now, Taurus is as much about beauty, as much as about, it's also a very, very passionate sign. A very, very passionate sign. And what this is also explaining to us as well here with this passion is that sometimes we need to tune into this. And music as well. And that reminds me, the universal Om, the sound of the universe, yeah? Sound of the universe. Here's something interesting with this. The sound of the universe is so unique that one of the things we're going to, Venus retrograde, how many of you are listening to the music of the 80s? If you're born in the 90s, you're probably thinking, what am I going that way for? If you're born in the 60s, like I was, the 80s, going back to the 80s, going back to the past, have you actually gone back to the past to listen to things, to do things you used to do? To be in this era here is fantastic. But just thinking about music, you've got to be in tune with the universal Om. So it's O and M. Because we're coming up to this chatty sign of Gemini, we're going into this sensuous sign of Taurus. We've got to get into this Om. So let's separate a little bit between the O and the M. Now, that's what I'd like you to practice, because then you're in tune with the Om. So like the O is like, oh. And the M is like, Yes, O and Yeah, get that? So, how's this sound? Does this feel like something nice?
Wow.
Yes, wow. And then you're in tune with the Om, the universal Om. So when you're going out shopping, just go around there going, oh, But you're in tune with the Om. You're in tune with the moon's nodes in Taurus. And everybody will start doing it. Yes, that'd be interesting, won't it? Oh dear, yes. Okay, let's go do a bit of this. Then we can come and do your stars. Then I think it's time to come and do some of those readings, yeah? Let's come and do some of those. In the meantime. Yes, Linda Child says music of the past. Absolutely, this is something that I found myself doing. Other people doing here. They go back to listen to the music of the past, and it's interesting as well with this here that quite a lot of people are actually watching a lot of TV shows over the whole of the Christmas here on some of the channels. What they're putting on Top of the Pops from the 70s and the 80s. Music of the past, and as soon as you get into it, it's good, because one thing it helps you do is feel young. Yeah, yes, that's not bad going there, isn't it? That's nice when you sort of feel young. It's magic. Okay, so let's go and have a look at your stars here, guys, and go see what's going on, because I think this is an extraordinary time for you people, to say the very least. In fact, let's get a little star chart up here, so we're going to have a look at this. And okay, Aries. It's always good to talk to Aries people, because they always go, what do you want? What do you want? They're always there. They're always responsive. What now? Yes, I'm ready. Yes, well, you know the Aries out there. You probably know them like that. Okay, Mars is in your sister sign of Sagittarius, and it's helping you to boost your opportunities, and it's also helped you immensely here with creative pursuits, things like this. Maybe there's a new approach, an absolute new approach to maybe a old side of life here, which is coming back into the new. As we say here, Venus retrograde, things that are new, things that are coming back into our lives, and how we can now work forwards on this. If you are single, an old flame connected to your career may appear. Yes, that's quite nice, isn't it? What do you think? Yeah, good. If you're in a romantic partnership already, you may be visiting some nostalgic times. Isn't that nice to have nostalgia? Nostalgia is very much a Cancer Taurus thing. Maybe we're all a little bit of that as well. Yes, let me say here, they're telling me that they're listening to music of the 80s all the time, says Lisa Hemingway. Yes, does that mean the record player's stuck? Those of you who are born in the year 2000 are probably wondering what a record player is. Anyway, Taurus rather. Your ruler Venus is backtracking through Capricorn, is still sparkling in your favour though. Certainly is. And maybe a foreign liaison. Yeah, so for someone from abroad, maybe we'll put some sparkle in your eyes. Maybe some restrictive times have been through your life here, but they're slowly fading and steering you to calmer waters. Jupiter moving into your 11th house of social interactions, guys, is bringing some amazing, intriguing people into your life. Now, that's interesting here because Taurus is this moon's node where everybody's getting like, oh, yes, that's that nice energy. Yes, we're trying to get too carried away. Anyway, right, okay, Gemini, you chatty lot. The new moon in Capricorn and the beautiful link between Venus and Neptune is bound to put a dreamy look in your eyes. Money matters may be important as we start the year, and the resurrection of a plan that's important to you is stirring some interest. Also, we find here Mercury, your ruler in Aquarius, has encouraged you to have your vision firmly set on the way you wish 22 to go and be. Cancer, let's have a look at Cancer here. Cancerians, well, oh, you homely people. The new moon in Capricorn and Venus retrograde could be making you jump through hoops at the moment. Yes, probably a little bit. It may be that some relationships in your life confusing you at this present time. And however, nothing short of exciting surprises are coming your way. Friends or people with your best interests at heart may bring some groundbreaking news to you. That'd be interesting. Okay, Leo, the moon in the health area of your chart and your day-to-day pursuits could be helping you see the lighter side to life. The sun's glorious link to Uranus in Taurus on the 1st January is bringing some colourful plans that could be bring longevity, to say the least, and surprising changes to your life. In love, someone is very chatty and coming your way. And I'm just going to go on to Virgo before we go on to chat about something else. Then I'll come back to your stars. Okay, Virgo, with so much activity going on in your sister sign of Capricorn, brother and sister, yes. Hey, brother and sister. And you may well see your day diary agenda fill up very quickly. So make some time for social matters, an interest that is likely to be a busy time for you. The new era can bring a new flavour to an old recipe. And in love, a talented or musical person may enter your life. Deal with that, Virgo. Yes, have a song with that one. Okie dokie. Right, now the other thing I was going to say to you guys is, as we're also talking about the stars, we're also going to have a little look at this, which I think would be, maybe it's something that would interest you guys. So I'm just going to take that one off, is Clubhouse. We're doing little things on Clubhouse, and we do Monday, 10:35 in the morning on Clubhouse, Cafe Clairvoyance TV. Come and join us on Clubhouse. If you haven't got the app, download it, link with us, and we'll be happy to embrace a bit of time with you. Oh, my name has disappeared. Somehow that's gone ping and flown off. Well, I'm Phil. Hello. What's your name? Anyway, so yes, this is going to be something where we'll come up in front here. We have a great time doing that. And actually, I didn't realise just how easy and chatty it is on Clubhouse compared to doing something like this. So yes, come and join us. 10:35 in the morning on Mondays, and on Wednesdays it's 8 p.m. EU. All EU times, by the way. So if you're in the UK, that's 9:35 and 7 p.m. Cafe Clairvoyance TV on Clubhouse. Brilliant. Okie dokie. Let's go back to your little old stars. And as we start moving on here, let's go on to Libra. Libra, the romantic sign of Libra, and what lovely people you are as well. Always want, if you need to keep a party going, have a Libra in there. Somebody here wants to make you feel good, happy, bouncy, and all that. Brilliant. Libra, property matters, home and a family could well be occupying your time as we start 2022. Your ruler Venus will link to Neptune and will add some sparkle and fun to your life. This could be a kickstarting a healthy lifestyle as well, and perhaps a new business based around something you enjoy doing. It is going to favour your way. In love, a proposition could be just too irresistible to decline. Woohoo! Yes. In fact, I shouldn't do that. I think this one should do that. Yeah, there you go. Good. Brilliant. Okay, Sagittarius. Mars in your sign is helping you to set future matter. Oh, sorry, Scorpio. Come back to Scorpio. Mars in your money sign works deep to get personal projects and developments sorted and underway. You may feel intensely passionate about matters close to you, and there seems to be no stopping you. The new moon in Capricorn signifies a great time for friends and your social life. In matters of the heart, a new relationship may result from a friendly introduction. Yo, buddy, let's get together, buddy. Wow. Sagittarius, Mars in your sign is helping you to set future matters in motion. With the new moon in Capricorn, you could well see a healthy new start to your year. An industrious plan seems to have some flair. Your planetary ruler Jupiter has moved into the intuitive sign of Pisces, and this may bring people and ideas together. Ooh, that sounds like fun. And as we work with this too here, we use Sagittarius also in love. In love here, there may be some past liaison. We have some exciting news for you. Yes. Capricorn, 2022 kicks off in fine style for you with a new moon in your sign and a dazzling link from the planet Uranus. Yes, a bit of electricity going on there, I think. This is bound to spring your step and a song in your heart. Venus is bringing forwards ideas from the past to polish and reinvent and to give you a prosperous start to the year. In matters of love, let the mystery unfold. And Aquarius, what dreams do you have and what fortunes could be found in your ideas? Oh, you look like a money magnet. And this is a prosperous time, so listen to your gut feelings and believe in yourself. Mercury moves into your sign this month and will be helping you to bring out your money-making ideas. It is a time for you to connect and communicate with people and also new projects. And finally, with Pisces, with the two powerhouse planets of Jupiter and Neptune in your sign, makes you a sign to be reckoned with right now. And Neptune works with your ideas whilst Jupiter helps you to expand your horizons. And the new moon in Capricorn is to bring some influential people, positive people especially, your way. In love, Venus is linked to your ruler suggests this could be a very romantic month for you. Okay, so guys, if you want to read that and more stuff here on the Cafe Clairvoyance magazine, there you go. It is, I'll just get that one out of the way. As I say, it's on a Cafe Clairvoyance website. It's also, there's a link on that. Actually, if you press the magazine, it just opens it up for you. On Facebook there, you'll see a link. It's not, I know sometimes we worry about these links, but it generally does work. Okay, and yes, so how's that sound? Does that sound good?
Oh, wow. Wow. Wow.
I know, it's just so wow. Yes. Wow. Anyway, right, okay, I think it's time to go and do a little bit of magic out there. The magic that we all love doing, which is getting onto your live readings and doing stuff here, which is to connect you guys together. There we go. That's not bad going. That's it. We just do this about 1:30, and it's 2 minutes to it, but let's start by getting things underway now. Right, clairvoyance has to come with coffee. Coffee, clairvoyance, two things together. Yes. Cheers. Right, okay. Helen Grady says, oh my God, new button sounds. Oh, absolutely. I'll find some more in a little while, which you may like here, but in the meantime, now, yes, don't forget, guys, have some coffee. Coffee, why not? It's nice that. Oh my goodness, that's great. Okay. Okay, right, let's go and have a look here, guys, and see what's going on there. Hi, everybody coming in, and it looks lovely to see you all, and good. Sonia Betty says, hi, Phil, and loads of other people here coming in. So, Puiha says, hey, let's party. Yes, because you're Libra, and I think, yeah, you should have a party. Why not? Good. And the new sounds great. Alrighty, guys. All right, let's go and see what else. Let's see where things are going to go for you reading wise. And first of all, right, I've got a few post-it notes here, which are people who posted in readings before we even started. And okay, so I've got my cartomancy cards. I've also got the questions which you asked here. And really, if I get a chance, guys, to do a reading for you, I will do. I know quite a few of you here are asking for them, and I'm just working through them now. But first of all, Lisa Morgan, you wrote in and said here that you are a Capricorn, the colour blue, and what does my love life hold for me? Well, it's interesting because this isn't a bad time. The most beneficial time, if I looked at a month and said here in the next 3 or 4 months or so, one of the best months that we're going to have is February. February, everybody's just going to surge forwards. I know what's going on out there. We can see that I'm not going to get into the political field one little bit, but you should find things easing up a little bit or some plans heading your way around that time. But let's have a look here. Okay, right. Okay, so I'm just going to very quickly here. Colour blue and love here. One thing I'd say here, Capricorn and blue, never take yourself too seriously. Don't be too hard on yourself. If you're not hard on yourself here, you're doing great. In fact, if anything here at the moment, it's saying here that one of the ways of actually doing here at the moment, what Venus is helping you to do, although this could be a little bit difficult or painful in a way there, Lisa, is say here, is you're letting go of the past, letting go of past things. And that is partly where I'd say here, where your energies are at the moment. So I'd say here, just to be aware of that. Yes, there you are, Lisa. So hopefully that helps you, my dear. Hopefully that helps you and puts you in the right frame of mind there. But wish you every bit of happiness as you go through this month. And as we start to go down here, let's go and have, let's go, because I can see her here. I can see she's right here. Zoe Doby. Hey, Zoe Doby up in Newcastle. I was trying to do the accent, just didn't go right. Just did not go right. Zoe says here, I'm a Gemini. You must get into that om. Oh, yes, into that om. She's a Gemini, read general reading, please. Well, red, and I like this, really is, and if I would say by this colour here at the moment, is about putting all the energy, not out there, but in there, on you. The energy on you, it seems to be one of the greatest things at the moment. And as I'm actually looking at the cards here and working with this energy, the red is also about here, just take a few plans, not loads of them, and you'll be fine. Take a few plans. And that's where I think your energies are really going to rock as you go through this year. Okay, so let's have a look at, I've got the middle part for you to see what comes up. It really is about work. However, you may well find that this is going to be interesting. Zoe, it really is, because and it's interesting because you've gone with colour red. It gives it away to me a little bit. And that is, or a signpost away to me here, your career life is going to go fine. A lot of your life there is going to go very well. But you are going to lose people because you're going to do well. That's always the way here. My wife told me years ago that Max Bygraves, if any of you remember that, there's an old name for the past, isn't it? When he was local in London, everybody said, oh, you'll do well one day, do really well, and he did. And then as soon as he did well, they didn't like him. It's what it's like, isn't it? You got to go off here. Wait, yes, big boots now. Big boots. Okay, we've also got Linda Child. She's around. And she says, hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. And you wrote in and you said here, Aquarius orange in general. There's nothing more bizarre than an orange aquarium. Yeah. Nothing more bizarre. What do you think, guys? Yeah? What do you think? Do you think that's true? Yeah, nothing more than that. In fact, here, I think it's quite bizarre, but no, orange aquarium. Now, this is interesting because this is an energy here. What you'll be careful, well, I'd say here is your ambitious energy through this year to do career stuff is probably going to go very well. In fact, there's two ladies here just popped straight into me here to do the reading for you, Linda, as I say to you. Would you understand here, A, you're planning to move home, and B, would you understand here, there's something about a work or a business you're trying to, or you're working on here to get going right, and would you understand here too, there's two women and there's a gentleman who's right above my head here, who's on the father line of your family, who's coming straight in and just sending love to you. This is about belief in yourself, and orange is a beautiful colour for an Aquarian. It's brilliant because it's about manifestation and it's about getting on with things and about what I always feel here. A lot of people say orange has different meanings, but I really feel this is to be strong about yourself. Get out there and be positive, be motivating. That's what I would say here is going to be important to you. How's that? And actually, I didn't even need the cards for that, but it was very strong here. Right, Susanna, you're around somewhere. I can't quite see you at the moment, but you may well come up in a minute. Let's have a look. Linda Charles says yes. Okay, good. I'm glad about that. And let's have a little look around you guys, where else you are. I'm just trying to look for... No worries. I can't find you at the minute. But, okay, Susanna, just like to do your reading here because you wrote in as well. You said, Sagittarius Blue, am I on the right path with healing and teaching? Sagittarius is one of these signs that likes to look forwards and always has, rather than being in the present, they're often very much about looking into the future, about where they're going. So this moment you say here, am I on the right path with healing and teaching, is interesting here because you've already created your future because you're Sagittarius, and also here because of the colour blue that you've gone for. Now, as I'm tuning in here as well, I just want to bring through a lovely lady here who just wants to step through and step with you here. She says here, I was precious to you. Says those are the words she said, I was precious to you. And she says here that, yes, she just shows me a diamond. So I really get the feeling of being precious. And this lovely lady here, she's stepping forwards with me here. She says here, there's been a lot of rain in your life here, a lot of tears in your life here, she says. But it's something that you've known, you've always had to go through to get to the other side. And it's she's saying to me here, she said, this is really interesting. Susanna, this nails it on the head for me from her. If you want to do healing and teaching, do it. Do it. That's her message, is do it. Because otherwise here, we're doing a lot of manifesting for something that we're not doing. And maybe in the past you have seen here, we haven't done what we really wanted to do. If you want to do this, Susanna, do it. That's her message to you. And this lady was awesome. And she also shows me rice pudding. Rice pudding as well. Yes, she was a lovely, lovely soul. But she wasn't always in your life, though, she said. She popped in, popped out. Popped in, popped out. But that was her thing to you. And so hopefully that helps you out there. And where else we go now? Right. Okay. Lovely to see any of you, all you guys here. Right. Let's go to, I'm now going to start coming on to the strip here to see all the readings and all the requested readings rather. And let's go and have a look here. So Val comes in. She says, purple, number 13, anything related to work, please. Okay. Let's have a little look here. Purple number 13. Okay, so all right, let's go over the numerology on this here. First of all, the one here is about purpose. One here is about purpose, where you're going, what you want to do yourself. This is interesting because this is going to show me now how this is really going to work up in front of you. What I'm picking up with this energy is the 3 is about the collective. It's learning. It's also about learning to adapt to other people. And it's also, now get the clarity of this in a minute. I'll get this in a minute. As I've got a lady here who joins me, she just comes in, she joins me here. She's saying to me here, she says, what this time is, and this sums it up for me beautifully, is reorganization and organization. And it's going to be interesting. You're going to have those oh moments, you know, like those oh moments to make you go, oh, wow. And it certainly is.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a bit like that. Wow. How does that happen? Well, you're going to have these moments. She's saying to me here, she says, there's still a plan in front of you, she says here. A plan which is up in the air. Up in the air, basically, she says to me here. It's a plan up in the air. It's not created, it's not cemented yet. It is not put in a place where it looks good or it's right just yet. But it's coming in, though, she says to me here. And she says here that what you'll be doing, though, will help you enormously. And you'll think you've got this is really funny, but she says here you'll think you're going to have a get out of jail free card. And it's not going to be like that. No, you're still going to be doing some things. So we do things here. So that looks quite interesting. Right, okay. I'm going to go, this is from Medusa. Medusa's caught up with me and I caught up with Medusa, Deborah, and just say, she's absolutely fantastic, by the way, because she's the one who runs the show in the background. I can't do this without her. So a little Deborah. She's absolutely awesome. Just say a big thank you. Okay, right. Let's come down here. Media, Cancer, Yellow. Right, okay. Yellow with a Cancerian. This is interesting here because what I would like to say to you here is, as I'm actually listening to the spirit connection coming in as well, I would like to say to you, I'm joined by a couple of people who want to stand beside you. And one gentleman especially here says that he wasn't, this guy here says he didn't really know you very well, but he was connected to someone else, like a brother who did, and he did know you. But these guys have passed, have been on the other side here for a little while. They're saying to me here, they're saying to you that they're looking beyond where you are, where your work is going now. They're looking beyond. And it's like you've always been doing the same job, and it's been working like this. This is not carrying on like this here. What she wants to say to me here is what these guys want to say to me here is your new venture is abroad. It's not going to be in a place where you are at the moment. And they're saying, in fact, as I do the cards on this as well, very quick, just to see what comes through with this. It's very, very interesting. But I feel for you that you're going to be, whoops, just need to do this. I'll go and drop them all. It may be that I'm not supposed to do the cards. No, I think I am. But I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. And also, what I like to say here too, would you understand about losing the sweet tooth? What's your health with the sweet tooth? They just said, and it also said dentistry, and it also said the upper jaw and left-hand side here. Okay, so I've got to say a little bit of that to you. Sorry about that. But let's have a look here. How works we go for you? Friends, my God, your work commitments come out in front of you are going to throw you sideways. Now, this is so interesting because isn't it amazing how sometimes we work for something, we're passionate about something that we want to go and do that's in front of us, and then lo and behold, it comes to us, but it's like, oh God, now what? Everything else is crazy, is mad. But not to worry, these little things happen. So you're going to be given a choice. And basically, you've got work abroad or should I stay where I am? But the only thing is you've been working to get yourself abroad. That's the choice that's going to come up here. It finally comes up, and then you'll look at this. Helen Grady says, I'm a Gemini. She says, I'm purple. How nice. And she also would like to know here, she just says she wants a general reading. Not a major, not anything else here, but a general. Okay. Basically, what I'd like to say here is, and this is something I'd like to say to you here, Helen, is that there is a very, very fine gentleman here who passed away, and he tells me here he was a medium himself. Yes, this gentleman is from, I don't know where this guy fits into your life just at the moment, but I pick up here where this guy is coming into your life, that he really wants to connect with you and say to you here, he says, he's working around you. He's working around you here, and he just wants to say, he says, he's helping you to go further. He's helping you to build your life. He really is. And you haven't, yes, they just give me that song. I know the band who it's from. I can't remember the name, but basically he said here, you ain't seen nothing yet. No, you ain't seen nothing yet. To that. That's the end of the song. Okay, right. Anyway, right. So let's crack on here. Let's get a little bit of see who else wants to come through for reading. I've been given here Cheryl. Cheryl comes through. She says, hello. She says, I'm Cancer and pink. How nice. Cancer and pink. How very, very flowery. But in fact, that's lovely colours there. Right, let's go and have a look at this. It's Cheryl, Cancer and pink. The energy I'd like to say, general reading. Okay, so if I was to look here, just be guided where I'm going here, I want to say, would you understand here? I've got a lady by the side of me, and as she comes in beside me here, you know when you do your tapping on the table and you're like this, you're thinking about things, thinking about where you're going, what you're doing, where things are going here. She says to me here, Zay says to me, it's a decision you've got to make in front of you. A decision's got to be made, and it's about powering yourself forwards. But would you understand here, pink is a very soft colour here. What I would like to say to you, this is about the transformation of you from the old into the new. You are changing enormously. There's huge talent within you, which is going to come out there, Cheryl, and I think you'll be right. Now I'm going to say it, and now I'm going to do it. There's a job offer that comes up this year as well. That's sort of been on the card somewhere, but it comes to you. Yes, so it does. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go and have a chat with Mr. Ray Milne. He's a Pisces. Now, all interesting. Right, Pisces. We're going to have a word with the Pisces. Jupiter's in your sign, Neptune's in your sign. You've got this, sometimes for some people here, this could sometimes feel like this is overwhelming. It's overwhelming here because you've got this energy which is flowing around you. Jupiter just expanding this watery energy, Neptune sending out these ideals and inspiration everywhere. So sometimes it's a bit, so I can understand why you've gone for colour blue. And sometimes having the colour blue gets your feet on the ground. When your feet are on the ground, you're in a good place. For a part of this year, Ray, they're telling me here, and I've got a gentleman here who wants to come through. I got a stubble on my face here. This guy had a stubble on his face. He's just showing me here the stubble on his face he used to have here. He also shows me a river. I get the feeling this guy used to like the fishing. And he also wants to show me here. He says he loved the outdoors. This guy's coming to life here. He says for a little while, you're going to feel life is going nowhere. It's standing still. That's exactly where it needs to be. Just for a time. To a time here, they're saying to be here. And because it says after this particular time here, this is going to be a time where you're going to move on in front of you and you'll be happier. They're saying to me, you're watching your diet. Being very careful with your diet and to watch your health with this. In fact, there may be health stuff you'll sort out here. All the stuff that you think you've got to deal with about the past, Ray, you're not going to have to deal with much. It's more in there than it is out there. And but I would say here, just for a little while, you won't be moving as fast forwards as you like, or you may feel. Maybe you're happy with this about feeling here, nothing much happening, but it will happen for you, and I think you'll be a very happy man. I also pick up here, the interesting thing that I pick up, just be shown this as well, Ray, loads and loads of travel. Loads of travel. Let's have a look at this. Right, okay, let's go, and hopefully that helps there. Sandra Park, let's go and have a look here. Sandra is another Pisces, except she's gone for pink rather than blue, and a general reading, please. Soft energies here, very soft healing energies. In fact, there's two women here who are coming through. In fact, it could even be more. And I'm picking up these energies here to say with you, just for the time being, you're being well and truly taken care of, they say here. But they are asking you to watch your keys and to watch your front door. And also I pick up here with this as well here. They're saying to me that they're helping to alleviate things with you, to give you, I know you're a healer, but they're helping to heal you and sometimes being open to being healed. And as I pick up this here, as I pick up with this energy here, I also feel as well, ping. Never be surprised about what you see coming up here. Never be surprised about surprises. Right, 3 piles of cards. I'm going to go for the right. And Sandra, let's see what comes up here. Okay. There is. Well, you're going to be very supported by a gentleman around you, which is very nice. And there's also going to be, this is interesting. You're going to feel like there's some trickery going on. Trickery? What's all this? Well, whatever trickery is that's going on here, I wouldn't be too fussed, hooked on it, because it comes to an end. So whatever trickery you think is going on, whatever things you think aren't quite right with people, you've got to put your foot down a little bit, comes to an end. So there's a problem, comes to an end. But it's interesting. You'll be dealing with a little bit of health stuff. And I'm not the doctor, so I'm not going to go into health. Although it looks like I'm into potions. I love medical astrology, so hence all these potions here. But actually dealing with stuff like this on a live show, I wouldn't ever go into any of that just yet. But anyway, but your cards here are related a bit to health, but also it's about you. Would you understand here? I get a feeling you're going to start engaging forwards a little bit. You'll be going forwards a bit more in your life. Wonderful stuff. Okay, good luck there. Let's zip on down the line here. Let's go and Sandra, hope you enjoy that. Right. Eleni says here, Libra blue, will I go abroad? Okay. All right. Okay. Someone asked me the other day, have you been abroad? And I said, no, I've been a man all my life. And Sorry, that's so bad. Anyway, Ellie, Libra, blue. If I say about Libra, blue won't go abroad this year. Libra is about the options to do things, the scales. You've gone for the colour blue here. It's interesting. Don't get too fixed. Don't get too fixed. You need the scales to move. Don't rust them up where they can't move. This is about being open, this energy here, and I think that's where we need to be. And so hopefully that works there. But will you go abroad this year? Will you go abroad? Right. Right, let's go. Will you go abroad? 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 Well, it'd make your heart sing if you did. It really will make your heart sing. It's that, and actually you're being pushed by children to go and do it. The finance is there, the money's there, everything is there, and I think here that you worry too much. There you go, in a nutshell, you worry too much. You worry too much about what could go wrong rather than the beautifulness of life that can go right. This is typical Jupiter in Pisces, and this is the magic. And if we believe in the magic, we'll get there.
Oh, wow. Wow. Wow.
See, even my studio audience says wow. Isn't that amazing? It's lovely, isn't it? Brilliant. Okay, let's zip on down online. Let's go and find Linda King. Linda is an Aquarian, and everybody like pink at the moment. General reading, please. Okay. One thing I'd like to say here is, as I work with this Linda, now, would you understand that people tend to put a lot of responsibility on you? Would you understand this feeling here that sometimes with this responsibility, with all this energy that people, or stuff that people put on you here, I get the feeling here not to worry about this too much, not to worry too much about these responsibilities that people put on you. I get the feeling here there's going to be a little bit of alleviation here. I'm also picked up here people with a lot of health issues. And I can understand why you've gone for a pink. It's just like, I need a break. I need a break somewhere. I need a bit of alleviating. I need some time out. And so in some respects, although we've been through a restful period, or supposedly through Christmas, no, it's not been restful for you. I pick up here as being quite a difficult time. But once you go through this here, I pick up you then come out for the better. And but let's have a little look here. There's also here, there's a lot of, well, would you understand, a lot of misinformation around you, Linda. People telling you a lot of things in certain professions, certain places, but it's conflicting. We don't have to look too far out there to find conflicting information, do we? I'm not even going to say where, but there we go. Right. Let's go and look at your cards here. I'm going to go like that. I'm going to go like that. And Linda, let's have a quick look here. Right. We are getting through your readings as quick as we can, guys. There's loads of risk-crested readings, and Deborah, the producer, is taking them one by one to go through as they come through on the screen here and pass them through. Right. Yes. Now, this is interesting. It may well be here that you're dealing with a lot of pressure in your life here, Linda, and I can understand it. And sometimes here is where you need the rest. And but there's a need, I think, for you. Would you understand the need to communicate this? Need to tell people, look, this is what I'm feeling, this is what I'm going through, so people understand it a little bit. And I think that maybe that's something there to help you a little bit. And it'd be lovely if things did. Right, okay, let's go and move on down line. Let's go on to Sonia Beddy. Sonia says here, Pisces white relationship, please. White and Pisces. Now, that's interesting here. Pisces white, fantastic, because this is about new. You're adapting already mentally, psychologically, and nuttily. You're adapting to this new energy that's coming back into your life. In which case here, this is nice. This will be a nice thing for you. And I think here that also here, would you understand here, Sonia, if I said to you, just picking up on this, let's have a look at this now. Sonia, what I'd like to say to you here is it's so strong, this. Your energy is so strong with this, I would say here, what you're reinventing yourself into is very different. I get the feeling of fashion's going to be different around you. I get the feeling of the way you look, losing weight, and things like this may be a part of it. And also the other part I'd say here too, you may well find here that you're feeling very different to the way you were last year or the year before. The last time that Jupiter was in your sign was in 2010. Be interested to know what was going on in your life at that particular time, what shake-ups were going on, or what was moving, what was changing in life here. But I think for this at the moment, if I looked at you, I would say here, what a reinvention. What a reinvention of yourself. It looks fantastic. It looks amazing. And let's see what goes on here. I don't know why, but I'm smelling fish and chips. I just got this feeling of fish and chips, whether you're eating them or you have been gasping for fish and chips. I just got that immediate feeling around you, and maybe something you're doing. But you're also writing, aren't you? Yes, they just show me writing with you. You're doing a lot of things here. My goodness, you are going to so reinvent yourself. Lovely. Heart. But the heart is about you, and that is the big thing this year, is to follow the heart. Follow the heart. And the following the heart is exactly what you're doing and giving you a feeling of independence. This is taking on naturism, by the way, as well. Perhaps you're into that too. No, probably no. It's just the cards. Anyway, but this is a time for you to really embrace this feeling of like me. Go and be me. And I say here that you've been very much maybe trying to balance things out and give things to other people so much. But what about you? This is now taking in you. Okay, right, where are we going now? Let's go and have a look here. Okay, that was you, Sonia. Let's go and have a look a little bit further up here. I'm going to go right to analyze it. Now, it's interesting here because as you go through this year, you may find here that also Jupiter going into Pisces is chose to expand things a little bit. So, I mean, don't worry, especially if Venus retrograde. Like you want to look at the clothes from the past, for example, and what was going on then, and maybe you don't fit into them so well, perhaps. Can I say that? Can I say that? But don't worry. Here's a big positive about this, a huge positive, and that is, I pick up here to say to you. One of the things I like to say to you here is, even if things are a little bit large what they should be, no, it's beautiful because then there's more to you than meets the eye. Yes. More of you to love. More of you to love here. Whatever's on there, it shouldn't be on there. Call it love because you love it because it's created by love in the first place. Anyway, let's go to Russell Jewis. He's come through and says, Sagittarius purple, question about house. Okay, so now would you understand here, first of all, Russell, I want to talk about a house near water, but it's like a canal water rather than the sea I pick up here, and or a river, but it seems to be going through a town or something like this here. Would you understand here that your mind is not completely made up yet? There is a lot of decisions to be made that come through partly through this year. And one of the things I get to be careful of here, especially with the Sagittarius of purple, is do be careful a little bit with money, where you put your money here. Just be careful how you spend it. And also there's people around you at the moment who may be a bit excessive for you. They could be excessive because they're drinking too much. Maybe be excessive because they're spending too much. Whatever it is, but I just pick up a bit of excess. So watch people who try, I'm not saying you're being influenced by them, just watch those energies there, that they don't tend to influence you too much. And but it's interesting though, let's go and have a look at this. And I get a feeling here as well as I look at this. I've got this gentleman coming through here. He had quite, his hair colour was very light brown, almost to the point of going strawberry blonde or slightly gingerish. No, he's not going ginger. He just says, I'm not ginger. It's almost like going to slap round the head. Nothing wrong with ginger head people. And he's just saying to me here, he says here that there's a big plan that comes to light around April here, which is going to be, and there's a big business opportunity around then as well. And by then, you'll know exactly where you're going and what you're doing here. As I look at there's a house around you, what's going on here? A lot of worries. Oh my goodness. Russell, I would say here, looking at these cards, the interesting thing here is you got 2 sevens in your pack. 2 7s in your reading here. What's interesting about this, I'd say for you, is time. Work with time. And if something isn't meant to be, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it here. There's also a house conversion somewhere. There's a big conversion going on. Anyway, hope that helps. Guys, I have just tried to get through as many people as I could here. We've come to the end just about, but I just wanted to say here, it's been absolutely fabulous, you guys being here. And we're here every Monday at 8 o'clock EU, 7 p.m. UK. If you're in the US, it's a slightly different time. But I just want to say to you guys, thank you so, so much. And yeah, Ashley, I can see your one there saying what's covered the next few months. Actually, if I say to the Taurus, I just grabbed this actually. Grab this just to say on this. Just grab this attention because something I need to say to you. I don't know what it is yet, but I'll say it to you. Ashley, I would say to you, it's, how can I say this to you? This is like, you know what you know, but you only need to let people know what you want them to know. The power is within yourself here. The next few months is interesting. Your ruler is going to go direct right at the end of January, so about 29th of January. And that's going to be an amazing time. Then it takes a little while for it to speed up. But the zest comes back into your life around that time. But hold on to that feeling of being contained within yourself here. That's the importance of this. And right, guys. Okay. Yes. Hold on to the feeling you have here. Just, you know what you know, but you don't need to let everybody know what you know. That's the message I would say to you. And it sounds a little bit bizarre, but hopefully this will mean something to you. But I wish you well. Wish you well on that. Guys, what can I say here? It's been absolutely fabulous. And please share the show as it goes out there. Please go onto the website and go look at our magazine. It's free. And if you like what you read there, please send your comments, do everything like this. That'd be absolutely fabulous. And it's great to have you back. It's lovely to see so many numbers here as well. And also from the wonderful producer, he says, please join us next Monday, the 10th of January, 8 p.m. for the wonderful spiritual medium, Helen Grady. We'll be live on the Cafe Clairvoyance giving readings, pre-booked by the Cafe Clairvoyance page or Cafe Clairvoyance group. So if you want a pre-reading, get in contact with us. We're also doing readings live on the show. Sorry to get around to everybody doing tonight, but it's the first show back, but we're here. We're here, guys. We're not going anywhere other than here. And I'd like to say a big thank you to Deborah, the producer. I'd like to say thank you to you guys for watching. And thank you for sharing the show if you shared the show. And share. And just send you a big heart and a big burger. A heart and a burger. And also, guys, just to say, for you guys in France, au revoir. For you guys in the States, saying yeehaw. And for you guys out there in Germany, as Wiedersehen. And as we say in Spain, Buenos Aires. Take care, guys.